Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is the second episode in the Battle of the Stronghold Gels series, and today we're going to be going back to the Curlsmith in shower style fixer. If you haven't seen the video that I've already used this on, I will leave it in the iCards above. So the last time I did use it with the curl conditioning oil and cream, and as well the multitasking leave-in conditioner, and I think it was just too much base product before I put on this gel. So I'm gonna try it again. If you watched the last video, if you haven't, go back and watch that one first. You know that I'm going to be using just the same shampoo, the Curlsmith Core Strength shampoo, and the 3-in-1 multitasking conditioner. Using that as my deep conditioner, detangling, and then just squeezing out with my microfiber towel the excess product and leaving some of it in, and that is going to be my leave-in. Spray down this section, get it nice and wet so that we can apply the gel. And this particular gel does say to use it on soaking wet hair, so I'm just going to kind of squeeze in that water. And break off a little section. Then I'm gonna go through, detangle. I think I need to squeeze just a little bit of that product off. And then let's go ahead and start applying. So I'm going to start with about that much. And with this product, they want you to use like the praying hands method. That really doesn't work too well on my curl type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rake it through just so that I can get it coated on all the all the hair, and then once I finish up this whole section, then I'll go through and add some more and do it more of the praying hands method. So that is what we're looking like so far. It's definitely giving some good definition so far. It's a little frizzy at the roots. I wonder if I'm not using enough. I don't want to use too much because I don't want it to flake. I'm trying to see if it says like flake free on here anywhere. It just says no residue, greasiness, or crunch. It does not say that it won't flake. And it doesn't say, it says use a dime size amount per hair section, but it doesn't necessarily say how big that section's going to be. So maybe I'll just try loading up. So I'm going to use this much. And let's work that through. Oh, I forgot to detangle this part, didn't I? Got a little overzealous there. So I do think that that feels better. Just flick the product up in my eye with more gel on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through and just use definitely more gel than I did when I first started. Oh yeah, that looks much, much, much better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through this. I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. And then of course I'm gonna sit under my hooded dryer. Okay y'all, so I have applied the gel all throughout my hair. And the definition looks pretty good. It's already given a little bit of frizz. So I'm not 100% confident in this. And I've already gone and just put some on top. See if I can add some more. See if that calms that frizz down a little. I think that helped a little bit. Let me just see if I kind of do that all over. First thing I already noticed is it's already got a lot more volume. So first day hair should be quite fun. It's not going to be super I don't think it's going to have a really strong gel cast by the time I get out of the hooded dryer, but we'll see. Definitely I think getting a lot more shape than how the wet line was given. Not sure how this area up here is gonna last. This is my trouble area, like I said, with the frizz. So I'm just trying to make as little frizz as possible. So we'll see. I don't know what the back look like. Hopefully it look like something. All right, so let's take this bonnet off, see what we are working with. Okay, yeah, this is good. So once I had finished sitting under the hooded dryer, my hair still, it had shrunk up, of course, a lot, but it was still like pretty voluminous, I guess you could say, very much so in comparison to when I did my hair the last time. So it should not take very much to kind of shape this right now how I want it with the blow dryer. So I'm just going to make a couple of sections here, and then I'm just going to kind of put that blow dryer all through and just fluff it out really a little bit. So, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on, I'm not going to do it on hot because I don't need a lot. I'm just going to do it on warm, but I am going to do it on high airflow. So I like, it didn't take a whole lot for it to really like kind of fluff back out. And I'm actually not too mad at the shape that it's got going on in the back. So I think I'm gonna just leave it there for now, do the rest of my head, and then see how it looks. The gel cast is definitely stronger than I had anticipated. So that is a good sign. So I definitely think that this time around with the wash and go is going to work out a lot better than previously. So that just goes to show you that it is good to not just always give products like a one and done, it didn't work. Try it different ways with different product combinations, different application methods or techniques, and see if any of that helps. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my whole head and be right back. All right, so I am pleasantly surprised, y'all. First of all, day one is looking real good, real good, real good. So, what I'll say that I really, really, really am enjoying so far, and we'll see how long it lasts with this Curlsmith In Style Fixer is in shower style fixer, is because it gave me more length as it dried and volume. I didn't have to manipulate it that much with my hands or with the blow dryer, which means I was able to keep, I feel like, a higher level of definition at my roots. Cause you could see like I was barely like tugging on my hair. It really was more of just airing it out, if you will, fluffing it up and everything. Like, this looks good. Let me see what the back looks like. I'm gonna have to go check it in the mirror, but hopefully it looks good. Look at this definition. It's not like super clumped, so that's one thing. The wet line definitely gave, or the extreme gel, excuse me, definitely gave a more clumped look, so I had to definitely work a little bit harder with fluffing. But this is given like, if you need to be somewhere and you want your hair to look a certain way, and you know, hey, I got 2 or 3 hours max, you could wash your hair with the shampoo. You could do the deep conditioner, the 3-in-1 deep conditioner, you know, squeeze just a little bit out, leave it in for your leave-in purposes. Throw on this gel, sit under that hooded dryer, maybe, I think I sat under the hood dryer maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour, to make sure everything was dry to the roots, and then just give it a little bit of a fluffing. And what I did today was after it had been sitting in my bonnet, so it was more compressed than it was, of course, before I put it on. So this is given, I don't have a lot of time, I'm lazy, or, you know, just my hair looks a mess and I got somewhere to be soon type of thing. Like, this could be the emergency combination. So we're gonna see how this holds up throughout the next week or so. Let's see if it tops the 2 weeks that I got out of the wet line. This is cute. Oh, and then it's just gonna get, it's not, oh yes, pull it back a little bit more. Okay, so it's just gonna get a little bit more length on it as I do my sections. And I almost don't even want to band it too much. I almost don't even want to stretch it too much, because I like actually this length and this shape right now. All right, so this is 2 days after the last clip that you guys saw, and all I did since then was, when I got home, I put my bonnet on. I didn't band it, put it in any sections or anything. I just put my bonnet on, and this is what it's looking like. Here's the back. So all I'm gonna do is fluff or pick at the roots just a little bit, just to get some of that length back and that shape. The cast is still very strong, so that is good. Definition is still good. No frizz. So I think this is gonna end up lasting a long time, so that is good. And I'm not too mad about how short it's in the back right now, so I'm not going to worry about trying to stretch it too much, just using the pick. If I wanted it a little bit longer in the back, I would just go in with my blow dryer at those roots again, just like I usually always do. So as you can see, I didn't have to do very much to it, just kind of pulling on a little bit to get that shape exactly how I want it. And I am going to be out the door. So I think with this one, I don't think I'm going to worry about trying to put it in any sections and band it, unless like I'm about to go somewhere and I actually want it to appear longer. All right, y'all, so it has been 1 week since I did this wash and go, and I haven't really been anywhere all week. I ain't gonna hold you. I have not been banding my hair at night, so I've literally just been putting my bonnet on. I'll take it off some days when I'm in the house working or whatever and just let it breathe, but it is compact. So I need to go back in and try to stretch this out some, get some length, get some shape. What I will say is I've been noticing that this feels, when I touch my hair, it feels a little waxy, I guess is the way that I would describe it. But my hair feels very moisturized still. So I think it's definitely because I ended up using more gel than the last time. That's why I have that waxy feeling. But I need to stop touching my hair as it is anyways. So that is kind of a deterrent to keep me from touching my hair, because then my hands feel like kind of sticky. And yeah, so, but I like that my hair is still moisturized, so maybe the gel has something to do with it, or it just has to do with the fact that my hair is at a much healthier state. But it feels more moisturized than it did last wash and go I did with the wet line. So let me go ahead and just speed through stretch my hair. I am gonna do it on hot heat. So I did go ahead and hit it at the end with a cool shot all throughout my hair. Because I did have it on the high heat, high speed, it only took me literally about 3 minutes to go through and stretch my whole hair. And you can see how we look, and we still have some pretty decent definition. Like I said, my hair is still super moisturized. It's light and fluffy. It's got lots of movement. It's day 12, I think, of this wash and go. As you can see, it's still got lots of volume. It's got some definition here, a little over here, kind of sporadically throughout, but it is starting to get frizzy. I'm not going to refresh this at all. It is a little bit, I think, frizzier throughout my hair than the last wash and go was about this time. But I actually need to wash my hair and restyle it. So I won't be doing any refreshing. So it is kind of running kind of neck and neck, a little bit behind the extreme as of right now, as far as how defined I think my hair stayed throughout the week. But because I did have more volume, I guess, from the jump, and the gel cast wasn't quite as hard as the extreme gel, I'm not really that surprised. But I think that my hair does feel more moisturized at this point throughout the wash and go. But again, like I said, that waxy, sticky feeling I get after touching my hair, I don't really like that. So that is something I would be mindful of when I use this. Again, I might try it with just a little bit less gel and see if maybe that helps. Maybe adding more water while setting my curls, and maybe going in with slightly smaller sections. Maybe all of those things combined will help me to use less gel and have a less waxy or sticky feeling. One thing I did notice that I did not notice with the wet line, and again, this might be due to the amount of gel that I used, is I'm getting some buildup here. You can see it a little bit right here too, throughout my hair, and it has been starting to flake a little bit as I'm kind of like, adjusting my hair before I go out, or something like that. So again, that all could just be contributed to the fact that I'm using more gel than I did previously, or maybe I didn't have it wet enough before applying the gel. But again, it didn't flake like at the beginning of the wash and go, so that's not a huge turn off for me, just more of like something to be conscious about when I use it again. And then also just a little bit of the buildup. I just know that I need to watch how long I let my hair stay with this wash and go. But I definitely like just the way that it looked on first day hair, that I didn't have to try and manipulate it a lot to get a really nice shape or volume and things like that. So that is a major plus for this gel, and something that I definitely will be comparing in the other gel, since it was such a difference between this one and the extreme gel. I'm very excited to see how these last two gels are gonna perform in that regard. That is it for this wash and go. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you'll continue to stay tuned to the series, and I will see you in the next episode.